It's the motherfucking Navy, nigga.
Holla at me, nigga. P.Thrizzle, nigga. P.Thrizzle, nigga. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? The golden child, nigga.
Why you hyping it up?
The Asian champion, nigga.
Why you hyping it up?
The hottest Asian rapper out, good, nigga. Holla at me, nigga. Any nigga.
P.Thrizzle, nigga.
What up, loved ones? What it do? It's Patty Young right here. You know where I'm from. Thanks for tuning in. And if you're new to this channel right here, just hit the subscribe button real quick. Give it a like if you think it's cool, if you think it's real. Yeah, right now, man, I got the one and only, the first Asian in Inglewood. OG P.Thrizzle, man. Introduce yourself, homie.
What's going on, man? You know, it's your boy P.Thrizzle, man. Straight up out the north side of Inglewood. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, let's start off first. To those who don't know, what do you call this? You grew up in Inglewood, but where were you born, buddy?
I was born in. My mom followed my dad out to my mom's from LA, but she followed my dad out to New Jersey. So I was originally born in New Jersey, and then came back to LA. Came back to Inglewood.
Yes, sir. So, to those who don't know, your pops, he's Pinoy, right?
Yep.
And then your mom's,
My
she's
mom,
also
Indian. She's Indian and Spanish.
for sure. Bam. So you was a little kid born in New Jersey, and then when did you move to Inglewood? How old were you then?
I was still a baby. We came back because my mom, she's from LA, but we ended up going out there. She ended up going out there following my dad. And then I ended up being born out there, and then end up coming back out here to LA, to Inglewood.
Dang, you went straight to Inglewood. This is what year were this?
Man, shit. I say, because my mom was in the Army too, so we bounced around for a minute, but I say like in the late 80s.
Oh, for sure. So man, how was it growing up, bro? You're surrounded by Bloods over there, right? In Inglewood?
Yeah.
So
How was it growing up?
Yeah, how was it like? Cause
man, hey, like it was wild because it like back like in the 90s and shit like that, like in the 90s and the late 80s and shit like that, it was like that was gang banging at its full peak. So like the whole city was like powered up, turned up off that shit. So you know what I mean? That's the time when it was really started like kicking off, and you know what I'm saying, the shootings and all that was going on. So man, so me seeing that at a young age, like I was like, man, it was wild.
yeah, I can imagine, bro. 80s and the 90s, from what I heard, that's when gangbang was real, before all that Snitch 9 generation stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, dog. Yeah.
Yeah. So man, I'm imagining, bro, because you're from what hood were you from again, buddy?
I'm from neighborhood Piru.
Neighborhood Piru, right? Whoop.
Yeah.
What do you call this? Damn, man. So I'm imagining because you're Pinoy, you're Asian, you had to go like 10 times harder than everybody else. You had to prove yourself.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Because you know, especially, you know what I'm saying, back then,
Yeah.
like Asians and shit, like, you know what I'm saying, we was kind of picked on and looked at as weaker. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like that was my fuel to be like, nah, like I'm not gonna be that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going for none of that shit. So like I just like everything I did, I had to do it to the extreme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel you, buddy.
Man,
Yeah, I feel you. Like it was happening.
Yeah, you know, hey, I learned fast though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, my mom, she wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? She was like, you know, just be cool, be chill, like play sports and all that. So I wasn't but I had to learn fast. Like you either gonna be the shark out here, or you're gonna be the guppy. So I learned like, man, that role, like I'm gonna be the shark. Like I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real shit, buddy. Damn. So when did you started hanging out with the hood? Like what age were you when you got in the hood?
12.
Oh, you was on day, and that started hella young too and shit, man.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
yeah. from putting in work, of course, you gotta make a name for yourself. Did you end up finding yourself sitting in the halls and the CYA and
Yeah,
stuff like that?
yeah, I've been to Central, Silmar, Los Padrinos. Like, yeah, I sat in the halls. You know what I'm saying? I never went to camp at YA. I went to the pen, but yeah, I was in juvenile halls and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I was in placements too. So like
shit.
they took me from my mom. Yeah, they took me from my mom at 13. So you know what I'm saying? That shit kind of detoured my life too. Like that placements, like, you know what I mean? That was a whole nother. That's a whole nother page.
Hey, so you started your tour at a very young age, man. Everything, Silmar, Central, LP, everything, placement.
Yeah, yeah.
You had to catch a lot of fades during that time of all your enemies, right?
For sure, especially when you got you young, and then having gang tattoos, like shit crossed out. Back then, like having like 3 tattoos, it was tatted up. Now, like that ain't nothing, but you know what I'm saying, back then it was tatted up. So then having shit crossed out, like you got, you know what I'm saying, dissing shit. It's you going in there, you already know what's up. They're like, oh yeah, you got that. Oh, you know what time it is. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, you got eye crackers, eye busters. There you go.
You feel me? Yeah.
Oh, that's a man, though.
You know? Yeah, hell yeah.
Did you ever ran into in the house? You ever had to catch fades with all the other Asian Crips or other Asian Bloods?
Nah.
Not really.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't really run into any Asian Crips like that. I didn't really run into Asian Bloods, because shit, when I went to the halls, like say if I was in a Central in a like dorm TV, it would only be like 4 Bloods, and that was like on both sides. You feel me?
And also, there's a gang of the whole Long Beach are Crips, and also from what I know, right, Compton's a bunch of Crips too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, damn, man, that's crazy. And plus, the Asian gangs didn't really come out till the 80s or 90s, right? The first ones that came out was Chinese and Filipino gangs, but the rest of the Asian gangs came out late. You know, when the Cambodia, the Khmer Rouge and all that, they started coming out. Yeah. So anyways, bro, pushing forward, you hit the LA County?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What was your experience in the LA County?
Man, when I hit the LA County, they was tripping a lot because I was from a black gang, so like the Southsiders, they tripped. Like when I first hit that LA County in 2000, they was like, I was just turned 18. They was like tripping, like, man, hey, who you run with? Like, and I told them, like, I'm from Piru. They're like, oh, well, you know, we have, what are y'all? I'm Filipino. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they'll confuse me for a Hispanic and shit. And then they were like, oh, you can run with us. I said, no, I was already gang. I'm like, nah, I run black, fool. So they was like, what? So what they'll do is they'll be trying to like, they'll try to press the line on the blacks, like, man, y'all fuck him up or we gonna kick it off. But shit, I would just kick it off right. Once I already knew that was coming, it was coming down to that. Like I just kick it off. I just kick it off top. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get off on the first, you know what I'm saying, on the first person. You know?
Hey, that's crazy. Just based on being Filipino, they're tripping like that. And
yeah, hell yeah, they was tripping like that. Hell yeah, they was tripping like that. They didn't care if it wasn't.
But you already had the neighborhood Piru right here, right?
Nah, my first gang tat I had was this NHP on my arm, this INHP. I got that when I was like 15, and then the CK on my back arms. Yeah.
Oh yeah. During that time, did you already got shot 12 times?
I didn't get shot. I hadn't been shot. I didn't get shot till like around 2000. Like the first time I got shot was like around 2003, because it was 3 different incidents where really 4 different incidents when I got shot. You know what I'm
saying? Damn, that's crazy, man. You was really out there and shit, man.
Hey,
bro.
You know, man.
But they can't drop you though. Fuck them motherfuckers.
Nah, hell no. Hey, shit, I came back from 2 comas, being fully paralyzed.
Oh,
I'm still here thugging it out. So you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, bro.
That's a part of it, you know. That's a part of this game right here.
You got shot more times than 50 Cent and freaking Tupac. Wait, 9 times. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, but
man, I don't lie.
I think the doctors over there in the US is way better than, more advanced in technology wise compared to the doctors right here. Because if you got shot, get shot 12 times right here. I don't know if you're gonna make it like that right here, bro.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But nah,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though. I had some good doctors though, like especially when I was at UCLA, the trauma center. I went to the college. They drove me from Inglewood to the college that was the closest trauma center. But I had some good doctors that did my surgeries and shit like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn, bro. But for me, man, that's a miracle right there. That's a second chance and shit, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yes, sir. But
Hell yeah.
so after the county, everything's good. You know, you established. You had to put in work again. You know,
Yeah.
through violence, of course. That's how prison works. That's the only way you get respect. And then, which first prison main line did you hit?
The first prison main line was Delano.
Is it
I
the
went to
north turn or
Yeah,
turn
North
Valley?
Turn. I went to Delano for reception. That's where I went and did reception at. Yeah.
For sure, for sure. But
Yeah.
and did you find prison better than the county, more comfortable, or?
Hell yeah. Because the county, like ain't no movement. Like you know, you stuck up in that cell unless you coming out to get your squabble on or something in the day room or going to another cell. But you ain't seen no light, you ain't seen no sun. It's fucked up in there. But hell yeah, that was my first time to pen. They playing the radio reception. We going out the day room. I'm like, oh shit, we get the yard. I'm like, oh, this shit cool, right? This shit way better than the county.
Oh, yeah. That's how I felt too, bro. So after Delano, which main line did you end up going after reception?
So I started off at a level 2 yard, and then I went to Chino level 2 after I left reception, and then I boosted my points up from fighting and all to getting into a whole bunch of bullshit. I boosted my points up, then I went to Pleasant Valley level 3.
Oh yeah, Pleasant Valley. I heard it's cool over there, but they're saying something about Pleasant Valley flu or some crazy shit like that only applies to Filipino and blacks. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, they had like it's like some shit that they was spraying in like irrigation or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But this was in two. So I went to Pleasant Valley in 2001. I got two, you know what I'm saying? So that shit that they had going, it wasn't cracking like that then. But yeah, I know what they talking about though, because I seen some motherfuckers get fucked up off that, dog.
Man, that's crazy. Pleasant Valley. Was it cool over there? Did you have a cool time or yeah?
Man.
That's your boom.
I mean, hey, because that prison, like at that point in time, that prison was fairly new. They were saying it had like 5 or 6 years and it had been open. So it was, I ain't gonna lie, it was jumping. Even when I paroled there, every yard was locked down when I paroled. But yeah, like man, I've been in the riots and them up in there. That prison was jumping. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn, when prison is new, it's like everything starts over. You gotta establish again the workout area, table, everything. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. That was the first place I ever met. I ran into some bulldogs at.
Oh, they got dogs right there in Pleasant Valley at your time?
That's their home prison because that's by Fresno.
Oh, for sure. What they talking about though? They cool? Or
yeah, they was cool. They was straight, you know, like shit, it was cool there, like, you know what I'm saying? But they had like, you know, the Southerners, they kept the because it was Northerners there too. It was Northerners, Bulldogs, and they used to trip. They was tripping on them on the Northerners. They kept them to a minimum on certain yards and shit like that. But yeah,
for sure. Is that the P hat you got, buddy? Is that the Piru hat?
Yeah, man.
You shit.
Know, yeah.
You know what's up in the P.
You feel me? Hey, you feel me?
And PR, they be sporting that shit too. It's a hood called PR. Anyways, bro, bam. So Pleasant Valley. Did you parole from there, or you ended up traveling somewhere else too?
Nah, I ended up paroling from there. Yup.
For sure. And then, what year was that? Did you end up paroling?
I ended up paroling. So I did. I had a term of 2.5. So but back then you didn't get halftime unless you started working, and then I had got 115s. So I ended up doing like 16 months. So that was in 2001. I went there in 2000. I ended up going. I caught my case in the late 2000. Then I went to the pen in 2001, and then I ended up paroling. So I ended up paroling there in December 2001.
For sure. Ever since 2001, bro, did you end up coming back or?
Yeah, hell yeah, I've been to the pen. Yeah, hell yeah, I've been to the pen 5 times.
Damn, that's crazy. So,
hell yeah.
When was the very last time that you ended up paroling? What year was this?
The last time I ended up paroling was I only been out like 18 months. 19 months.
Oh, hell no, you just got out. You're still fresh. Damn.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
So it's just been 18 months, but the 18 months is doing all right though, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, no, so it's, matter of fact, now that I think about it, it's 23 months, because I got out November 25th, 2019. So November 25th coming up. So hopefully they'll let me off parole though. I ain't been in no trouble or nothing like that.
Ah, man, hopefully, bro, it's a trap, especially if you got 2 strikes. Damn.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fuck that trap right there, man. You see all them
Yeah,
lifers right there, man?
Hey, that ain't living, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Living, bro. I had cellies that were lifers. Like I said, I've been in hella riots through the county, through the pen. So I know what that shit about, man. That ain't no way to live right there. You know,
Yes, sir.
sometimes you get caught in that trap. Sometimes that street life, you get caught in that trap of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I do, this is what I'm used to. And then it's just like a cycle, bro.
Yeah, them for the birds right there. But I've been watching your interviews and the other, I forgot what was that. I've seen some of your interviews, bro, and you seems like you're surrounded with some solid dudes that's not really gonna throw you under the bus, you know. So you're doing good, bro. All your music videos and everything else is doing good and shit, man. Can you say right here where people can find you, and, you know, to those who don't know, your YouTube and your music videos, everything?
Yeah, so my Instagram is PGL_P.Thrizzle, and then the YouTube is Northside Navy, NORFSIDENAVY, and then I just started my own YouTube page, P.Thrizzle.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. What do you call this, man? So right now, ever since, well, hopefully, you know, because it's from the past. It's been 23 months. You're doing good. What have you been doing to basically stay away from the nonsense and just keep pushing forward?
And I had to cut shit, man. Like, you know, you're always gonna be from there. That's always gonna be your hood. But I learned it, like, I just started disconnecting with people, like, you know what I'm saying, people that I knew that wasn't on some righteous, something that wasn't gonna elevate my life or help me in my life. I just started cutting people off that I knew was a distraction, and people that, you know what I'm saying, that really wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? And once I did that, my circle got smaller. When my circle got smaller, you know what I'm saying, the foundation of the people that really cared, that wanted to see me doing better, that's who I surrounded myself with, and I just been elevating since then.
Yeah, that's some real shit. And plus, I think you're on a whole different level compared to these other rappers that just, like, you know, they love fucking internet gangbanging, but they really been nowhere and shit.
Yeah, on the real. Like, I'm not gonna do all that, man. I know what I've been through, and I know what I do in the street, and, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna, my story, like I always say, like, I'm rapping my story. I'm not rapping nobody else's story, and I ain't promoting nothing. All I'm doing is telling my story and what I've been through. I'm not telling nobody to go do nothing. I'm just giving you my story. So, and my shit genuine and real. So, like, you know what I mean? I ain't with that cap rapping and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot they doing out now. You know what I mean? I ain't with the gang banging on the internet. I ain't with none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real shit. But I noticed the difference, man, because you're some OG shit. The rest of these kids, they you know what I mean? They just still got a lot of rice to eat, but we call it here in Finance. You know?
Yeah.
They're barely going there. You're already coming back, you know? So you're on a whole different level. So I think you're basically gonna take over everything sooner or later, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to make it there, dog. Leave my, you know what I'm saying? Take care of my family and all my good peoples, you know?
Hell yeah, bro. And like what you just said, you started surrounding yourself with better folks that not on that nonsense and negativity, like only on some OG shit, some real shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, because, you know, you have a lot of people trying to ride the wave, but they're not meant to be in that car with you. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody meant to take that trip with you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people stragglers, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, low-key have animosity, low-key envy you, and, you know what I'm saying, you gotta figure out those people, and then you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta remove them, because all that's gonna be is a distraction, you know?
Yes, sir. Man, I know you're hella busy, bro, and I really appreciate this time that you're giving us to share your experience. Before I let you go, do you have any other last words you want to say to the youth out there that are just starting off, you know, especially to the kids that got a lot of hate in their heart? and they're on their way to getting life in prison, or you know. Damn.
Man, shit. That's how I grew up like that, with a lot of hate in my heart, man. A lot of, you know what I'm saying, a chip on my shoulder. And even after being shot, like, you know what I'm saying, like even right now, like I still, you know what I'm saying, I still from getting shot up, I still walk with a limp. I still have go through issues with my health and stuff like that. So my thing would be to tell the youth, like, you know what I'm saying, before you make a decision, be conscious about what decision you're going to make, because, you know what I'm saying, this is something that's going to be a lifetime of pain, a lifetime of irony, a lifetime of, you know, there's going to be some good times, but it's going to be something that you're going to have to live with your whole life, and you got to deal with the consequences to that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be getting shot, whether it be catching life. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, as you can see, you know what I'm saying, they're not ready for that. So before you make a decision like that, really think about how you want your life to turn out, because, you know what I'm saying, this is something that's it could determine, you know what I'm saying, detour your life, and it could determine things that are going to happen in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, for real though. Hell yeah, pare. Yeah, salamat. And come visit the Philippines too when you get a chance. You know, I promise
my
you.
dad out there, man, he in Pampanga.
Oh shit, let me know. I'll come visit, bro. Whatever you need, bro. Just let me know. It's just like an hour away, 1 hour, 2 hours, something like that.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. He out there, yeah, for sure, bro.
That's where the Hummer Jumper lived too. The Hummer Jumper from the hood. He's here over there, Pampanga. Okay. Yeah, just come kick it soon, man. It's lovely right here.
Yeah, I heard, man. I'm trying to, hey, like I say, man, I'm trying to go visit my people, man. Like, hey, you know, like growing up in Inglewood, like, you know what I'm saying, I never looked at it like, hey, like, oh man, I'm Filipino and they're black. I always looked at it like, these are my brothers. You feel me? Till I hit that jail system, and then I figured out, like, damn, there's a, you know what I mean? So as I started hitting that jail system is when I started trying to figure out, like, man, like where I come from and my culture too. You feel me? You know, and I love that, like, you know what I'm saying, meeting my people and talking to them. Like, even though I ran black and all that, I fucked with my Filipinos heavy. I fucked with the Asians heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because I still want to know where I come from too, though. You feel me?
Sir, yes, sir. I feel you though. That's right. But yeah, buddy, like I said, I appreciate your time. Maraming salamat. And hopefully I'll see you soon. And with that being, you'll know what time it is. Say what you mean and mean what you say, because real recognize real, homeboy.
You already know. Hey, hello, fool.
Hey.
Yeah.